Oh, there it is. And we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter Podcast. I am Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Case.
And we have a great episode for you today. We have Mr. Kenny Dinero's in the studio hanging out. And he's going to talk to us about the fishing tournament that he has going on this weekend, the Ocean Springs Marine Mart fishing tournament, to be exact, this Saturday and Sunday, the 5th and the 6th, correct?
Yep.
All right, yes. But before we jump into that, we want to mention our sponsors here, the people who help us keep the show moving forward, man, because this thing, it ain't free to produce. So they help us out. First person, I hope you're getting familiar with his name, Southern Magnolia Smiles. That's Dr. Robbie Williams, located right over here on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs. Here's all his friendly staff, man. If you're looking for a great local dentist, go hit him up. If you want to check him out before, just right now while you're looking at your cell phone, you can look him up on all the socials at Southern Magnolia Smiles. And if you want to hit him up on the regular website, that's southernmagnoliasmiles.com, or hit him up on the landline at 228-215-1202. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, no, I'm going to stay in the regular order. Here we go. I also want to mention Hill Tree Marketing. Yeah, I was going to skip ahead.
I know what you was doing there.
Yeah, I was going to skip ahead. Hill Tree Marketing, man. Jesse Hill and his team. They do website and graphic design, social media management, IT service, videography, photography, and they got a really killer drone. They can do some amazing work for you. If you're looking to get a website done for yourself or your small business, they will do a total revamp. And I speak from experience now, Joey and I, because
they got one done.
They redid our website, and we are very proud of it. So if you want to go check that out, you can look at that at brownwaterbanter.com and let us know what you think. Jesse did that, so you can see some of his work before you hire him. And then if you're looking for something to do, Trevor Reed's got the Downtown Ocean Springs pub crawl going on. That's this weekend as well. That's June the 6th. You can go to downtownoceansprings.com to get your tickets. They got $1,000 in prizes and giveaways that they're doing. Joey, explain
everybody gets it's a punch card kind of thing. So you go around, you get the punch card, you go into different bars in downtown Ocean Springs, and then you put everything in a box at the end. And the following, I think it's a Monday or Tuesday after that, they pick one card, and that's the winner. So there's no ace, king, queen, no highest hand or anything like that. You just pick a
So he's mixing
card.
it up. Mixing it up just a little bit.
Luck of the draw.
And our last sponsor we have to mention here, we're super proud. He came on board with us this month. It's Faithful to the End. That's our buddy Josh right there. He does a lawn care business. So it's veteran owned. And they do power washing and lawn service. So if you're looking to get your yard in tip-top shape for the summer, you need that driveway cleaned off, hit them up, man. They said they're dedicated to treating their customers as good as they treat their mamas. So that's a big stamp of or a big claim, I should say, down here in the South. So I know they can live up to it. And he says that they can also do virtual quotes in minutes. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so look them up. And he's doing a special. If you mention Brown Water Banter when you get your free quote, he'll guarantee the job to be done within 10 days, or it's on him. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what about a better offer that could be made.
That's right. He's right there in Latimer, Mississippi,
that's
too.
Right. You get one of the good old boys. So now that we got all those people taken care of, Mr. Kenny, man, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Got a big fishing tournament coming up this weekend.
Yeah. You know anything about it?
You know anything?
I know I know a couple things about it. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So,
fill us in, man. Fill us in on the tournament and how you got started with it.
Well,
how many years you been doing it?
To tell you the truth, I really can't tell you how many years.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
So that's enough to make it legit.
We used to do some one-day shootouts, and we did those for numerous years, and never want to take anything away from Danny at Gorn Flows. But a bunch of guys would come up and say, hey, let's have a one-day shootout. We want a cobia in it or a red snapper in it. We do those, and we do a trout deal or that, and it rocked along for 4, 5, 6, 7 years like that. And then, I don't know, several years ago, probably at least 10 years, maybe longer. I mean, we were doing them probably, it might have been before Katrina, really. So that's been a while.
Yeah.
A bunch of them were sitting around together. They used to have a big fishing rodeo in Ocean Springs. It was by the JCs that put it on. And somebody said to me, well, why don't we do a fishing rodeo? And I said, well, yeah, that's fine, except, our location. It's not like it used to be, beach, this, that, whatever. And they said, make it affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For local people, and that's what we tried to do. So I think our first one we had a $40 entry fee, which is still pretty cheap for the inshore, $45 a head to do that. And I think our offshore entry fee back then was like $50 when we first started. And it was per person instead of boat.
Yeah.
So if you and him wanted to go,
right,
didn't have a lot of money to spend, you might have a chance on winning some good prize money. And it wasn't astronomical money, but it is what it is. You know? And we try to grow it over the years. Some years it's terrific. Some years weather is your biggest factor.
Absolutely.
So we've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And all this started from your bait shop, right? You own the bait shop on downtown Ocean Springs. That's Ocean Springs Marine Mart.
Yes, sir. And we got the bait shops. The way we started the bait shop was years and years ago. There's some people that you know that are world famous around here for catching cobia.
Yes.
And one
might know him.
One of them, it might be Dennis Mines. I think you might have heard of him. He may be a relic now, but Dennis Mines and I and a few other people used to fish a lot. And Wally Ramage owned the bait shop. And I saw Wally one day. I was going to get some fuel, and he was never there. And I approached Wally about buying it, and he said, sure, I'd sell it to you. So my brother-in-law, Rock Seacool, and I bought it. And it's probably 25 years ago, really. And that's how we got into the bait business.
Yeah.
And we've been there ever since, through good and bad. But, I mean, we've made it, so it's a good deal.
Now, when you bought it, it was the original build. It ain't what you had now, right?
No. It's been several different buildings over the year, but there was an old block building that was there. And it made it till Katrina. And then after Katrina, we put a little temporary building up, and then they told you that you needed to be like 21 foot up in the air, and we couldn't do that because you're not going to come up those stairs nor anybody else. And
not with a 5-gallon bucket full of shrimp.
No, and you can't keep them up, so you'd have to have them down. And it's just like Pat's over there in Biloxi. You know, they built him $1 million bait shop, but he works downstairs. He doesn't go upstairs in that building. So, so we've made it through it. We had a few scares last year, and then we got hit one time last year, but we got it pretty well portable to where we can move everything, and we did move everything. Yeah, like 3 times last year.
And that's how you get around the 20 foot in the air deal is because it's
got to be able to move it, you know. And really and truthfully, there is a law, and I can't tell you what it is. I can tell you what it is that where I messed up is when Katrina hit. If I went back and built my little block building right back real quick, I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, you'd have been grandfathered in.
Yeah, because I put a temporary structure because I didn't have any insurance. I still don't have insurance. So when we fix it, we fix it. You know,
right.
But there is a clause that if you're in a marine-related industry, that you can be on the ground. Well, it took some time to get that through some other people in the city of Ocean Springs to understand that. But finally, over years and years, that got it done. I could go right now, tomorrow, really, if I wanted to spend the money, and I'm getting up in age, and put me a building back down.
Okay.
You'd have to have some blow-through stuff and things like that in it.
Right.
But I could go back and do that. But I think it's easier moving it.
Yeah.
You know.
So y'all just pick the trailer up and move it up north into the launch parking lot, right?
Right. Well, we've done that because fortunately we haven't had really, really bad storms. And this last storm Nate hit, it got to the building. It didn't get in the building, up the hill. I moved everything up the hill, but we moved everything 3 times last year too.
How fun is that? That's a pain.
Like a box of Cracker Jacks. You know, it's a new surprise every day. Yeah. We've got it down to where we can move it pretty damn fast. It's putting it back together.
Yeah, all the tanks and everything like that.
You got to move everything back. I moved the fuel tanks. You know, my fuel tanks are above ground. And I've always had great help. I've got a lot of good friends. The problem with my friends, they're like me. They're all 100 now. So it's hard to get them to do anything. But we've made it pretty well.
Yeah. And you carry everything. I mean, you carry live bait, you carry dead bait, fuel, ice, drinks, shirts, tackle, everything, right?
Everything. We try to carry a little bit of everything. You know, we sell Costa glasses. We sell good tackle. I mean, Matrix. I mean, I'm not a superstore or anything, but we know what the fisherman's using. So, you know, if you want a shrimp creel and Matrix, or if you want a firecracker and H&H, or if you want a boat monkey cork,
you got it.
We've got that. Yeah. What we're saying is, if we don't have it, you really probably don't have it.
The Chance Seymour's in the comments, and he's complimenting your glasses. He said, looking fly, young man.
Oh yeah. Well, Chance, I was impressed with him the other day when him and Clarence were on. I watched that. and that was pretty impressive that Chance did as well as he did, knowing Chance.
He wants to know why your shrimp's small. I don't know if there's any hidden meaning in that. Or
it's because we just sell them. We don't make
them. Okay. He's throwing punches over here off the through the internet. So
we was talking about that earlier. I mean, what's the shrimp season looking like this year in your eyes?
Well, it doesn't look. It's been pretty bleak, to tell you the truth. I mean, usually we're catching shrimp in March. Not a lot, but we will have some. And what's left over in March is usually the leftover white shrimp from the year before.
Yeah.
And usually by April, we're catching brown shrimp. And by May, we're blowing and going. And we're just now starting to catch some bait. Croakers have been you hit them one day.
Yeah.
Then the next day you might have 7. I mean, it's
just too much rain.
It was really for the brown shrimp. Brown shrimp need to have a lot of salt and a lot of heat.
Yeah.
We've really not had either one of those things, but it's coming around. I'm not saying that it's going to be a banner year. I'm sure, but it's better than what it's been, but it's still not where it ought to be.
Right.
And it's terrible to have a bait shop without any live bait.
Absolutely. Especially shrimp.
How many phone calls you get a day? You just got to be like, no, I'm out right now.
Yeah, that's terrible. But, a million, to the point to where I should just put the recorder on.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
I told Joey the same thing. We was talking about you. I said, I'd have to have a recording and just set it.
Rain Mart, home of the baitless bait shop. Try tomorrow or something like that.
Well, the thing about it is you ain't the only one who doesn't have it right now. It ain't just like it's just you, right?
No. I mean, it's this is the thing that's funny with people is that when Biloxi Baits got them, Fort Bayou's got them, I've got them, everybody's got them. But when none of these other guys got them, I don't have them either. If I don't have them, and if there may be an instance where we hit something and they didn't hit.
Yeah, just get lucky.
I mean, when shrimp are here.
Right.
But it's hard to make people understand that. But I've had people come from Alabama this year, call me on the phone. Do you have any shrimp? Yeah, we caught 7 pounds today. And they were like a 20 count shrimp.
Right.
So, well, do you think you'll have any by the time I get there? I said, well, no, not really, because by the time I probably hang the phone up, all this stuff's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So it's, and then everybody wants croakers. Well, I'd like to have 1 million croakers too. That's another thing. Do not think that I don't want to have bait. Do not think that we don't try to go get bait.
Right.
That's right. You don't want to sell bait. Yeah.
That's the only way I'm making any money.
Right.
Like you just sitting back like, nah, we're not going to try them today.
How come you don't have any croakers? Well, there's none, or I'd have them, Well, and the other thing about it is Roscoe's and them in the past, we have a live bait license. There's a lot of restrictions on us. We cannot shrimp at night. We got to be from certain time, daylight, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Before daylight, we can drag. We got to be up 20 minutes before dark.
Right.
And you only pull in certain areas.
We can pull anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, really, we can pull on the inside where the commercial boat
doesn't. I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can't work at night. Well, Roscoe and them over in the past, they work at nighttime. So the difference between a bait license and a commercial license is that the commercial license, they have not opened commercial shrimp season up yet.
Correct.
Now, on the south of the lane, that season is open. So Roscoe goes down in the marsh over there in Louisiana, south of the lane, and he catches a boatload of croakers like that's what he does at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why he's got croakers all the time.
Yeah.
We're catching croakers in the daytime.
Right.
Usually when you hit croakers one time and you go make a second pass through them, they got, just like any other fish, they got this thing called a tail.
They gone.
And they haul ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. So those guys over there are more fortunate to have that as a commercial shrimper. But if they were really worried about on the shrimp end of it, if commercial shrimp season doesn't open up like right now, it should be open the end of this week. Really, it's usually about the 5th or 6th. They're not opening it up yet.
Yeah.
So if I had a commercial license, unless I was out on the other side of the lane, I wouldn't have live bait in February, March, April at all, because shrimp season's closed then. So that's the difference in those two deals there.
Yeah, that's tough.
We got some people wanting to know what's in the glasses, in the cups there.
This is
what's in the glass there.
H2O.
Yeah, it's just water. That's all it is. Just water.
Water and lemon.
There you go. That's it. That's all we
should
got.
be whiskey, water, and lemon.
There you go.
I didn't do that.
That's right.
I didn't want to be stupider than I usually am.
We do it every time.
Man. Yeah, we've done it a couple times on here. So,
I didn't want to be like Chance.
Nice. There he goes. There he threw a punch back. I like that. No, so going back to the tournament though, I like that you mentioned, you like to keep the price low. That was one of the initial goals, right? So that more people could fish. I have a copy, I think, here of the I think what you got right there. I got the flyer. Let me flash that on the screen if you want to look at yours, and we'll kind of go over it together to let people know here. Let me pull this banner down so we can see it even better. And I'll kind of read it along for the people that listen to this on the audio version. But it's June 5th and 6th. It's going to be downtown at the Ocean Springs Marine Mart right there. You know where that's at. The captain's meeting is going to be June 4th, correct? And we have up to $12,000 in cash and prizes. The divisions that I'm seeing, it's a little small in here. If you help me out, it's the
it looks like redfish, speckled trout, flounder, triple tail inshore.
Okay, so, and I can't read anything underneath each.
Looks
one
like
offshore divisions,
cobia, snapper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm saying under each redfish division, is that the payouts? That's the payout. Okay, yeah. Fire those off for us.
Redfish, speckled trout, flounder, blackfish. First place 800, second place 400, third place 200.
Okay,
and then in the offshore, first place 1,500, second place 1,000. Third place 500 for the cobia and the snapper.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Where's your captain's meeting
at the bait shop? We've put a tent up across the street. We'll have some jambalaya for the captain's meeting. Captain's meeting's Friday night, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You can start fishing at 12:01.
Okay.
You can gig or hand or catch flounder.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Like that.
Yeah. Everything else, though.
Yeah, everything else is
on a pole.
On a pole. Not a net.
Yeah, right.
Not a spear.
Boundaries?
Yeah, we did that this year. Nothing west of Venice. Nothing east of Fort Morgan.
Okay.
And the reason I did that this year is because we started it off to be a small, it doesn't have to be small, but we wanted it for local, an inexpensive tournament, okay, for you to get in it.
Right.
I've had some anglers over the years that want to go fish for speckled trout in Florida.
Yeah.
That's not really fair to the guy here, and I've got a lot of guys that want to go to Cocodrie and catch cobia because they're thicker over there now than they used to be here, or because our rigs are gone, or this, or that, whatever. And the average guy doesn't have a triple motor boat to go run over there or a trailer down there. So we wanted to keep it for local people, really and truthfully.
Right. So Venice to Grand, what was the other one? Grand Bay?
Venice to Fort Morgan.
Fort Morgan. All right. So that's
and if you want to go straight south,
you can go as far as you want.
Just keep on going.
Cuba.
That's
Yes, that kid. So Craig Brumfield. Shout out to
my
Craig,
artist. Right.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Brumfield.
That's Mr. Brumfield's artwork.
Craig is supposed to be coming on the show. We've still been sending him messages. He won't do it. Yeah. But he wanted us to know if this is Kenny Wonder, Stevie's brother. That's what he said.
Thank you, Craig.
Nice.
If he's fishing triple tail, I'm not fishing if he's in it.
That ain't no shit. He posts some pictures of some triple tail and his stuff.
That might be photoshopped.
It might be, huh?
He's a professional photographer. He doesn't tell people that.
Okay.
He's also a professional gardener.
Yeah.
Now I've seen that. I have seen that.
He got a bunch of turtles too.
Yeah.
And he's he does have a lot of turtles, and he's got 2 great dogs.
Yes.
Really and truly.
I bought a picture from him and I met those dogs.
Yeah, those super dogs. And he's a super guy.
Yeah.
The only problem with his gardening skills is that everything he grows is a collector's item. You can't have one and you can't have one, but he can have one.
Oh shit! I like it.
Yeah, nice, very nice. Did we say the time on the captain's meeting? We got somebody asking about that.
7 p.m.
Okay, tomorrow. 7 p.m. on the captain's meeting. Cobia Calcuttas with a question mark. Did we go over that?
Yes, we're having them, but we're not telling anybody because we're not supposed to have them. But we're going to have some brown bags there.
Some brown bags. Just show up and find out.
There you go. Okay, well, is. Go ahead.
Where's the stage going to be set up? Is it going to be set up across
the street?
Yeah, and that pavilion and stuff. You're going to use all that. Have some vendors.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a lot. We got Tay's Barbecue coming for food.
Okay,
nice.
I've got 2 bands coming. I'll tell you their names when I can think of it.
Okay, it'll hit you in a minute.
Yeah.
The Tall Boy.
Oh, yeah. We was just out at Ocean Springs.
Yeah, we were just talking to them.
They're playing Saturday, and I have a gentleman, and I'm gonna be in so much trouble because I can't even remember his name. His name is Keith. He's from Mobile.
So kind of like a solo artist you talking about? Is this the other guy?
He is killer.
Okay.
And my girlfriend, Ginger, I can't remember his name. I just can't remember it. It is what it is.
Okay.
But he's going to be there Sunday, and it's well worth it to hear him. I mean, he is terrific.
Yeah.
All boys are pretty funny.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yes, they are. They are. The Coast Trash Music is what they are. We've been to many of their
that's
shows.
what you need at a fishing tournament.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
Are y'all going to have the fish displayed sitting out there?
We will display some. I don't want to keep your fish. We're not there for that.
Right.
I mean, but we'll have some 320 Yetis that we'll put a representative, of
each category.
Each category.
Like
so if you got your kids, you can come and look at them, things like that, so they can see the fish. But we're not going to have them a bunch of fish up there. Just you're an angler, you fish for it, you got your money invested.
Take it back with you.
Take it back with you.
Sweet. I like it.
That sounds like a damn good time, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there at least last 2 hours for sure to hang out. Maybe live stream the last hour. For sure Saturday,
or something, so we can get a little coverage on that for you. Well, dang, man, I appreciate you stopping by and talking to us. Anything we didn't cover? Any of the stuff we didn't mention?
Yeah. What about the sponsors?
Yeah,
let me thank some of our proud sponsors here real quick while I'm thinking about it. We've got a lot of sponsors that are local people. We got the C Store. We got Buffalo Wild Wings. Those boys are great. Been a great sponsor for years and years and years. They're at the corporate deals out of Jackson. They're great. Ocean Springs Lumber Company, Golden Nugget, and the Billfish, Bobby Carter.
Bobby's a good guy.
Miles at Astro Ford. If y'all need to go buy one of those new inexpensive 250.
Yeah,
I can't afford one.
I can't even.
Crown Leisure. Go see Chris and them.
Yep.
The Ocean Springs Elks. They do their little fishing rodeo next weekend for kids, which is a great thing.
I'm going to let Avery, my daughter, and Jared's son, if he wants to, we're going to let the kids live stream it. It's going to be pretty cool.
And they got good prizes. We got some poles and reels for them this week. In fact, they picked up that we try to help them out with. Wearing Oil. He's a distributor for our fuel. Keystone Federal. Gulf Pride.
Yeah.
They're great.
Mm-hmm.
Seismic Services. That's Mark Moore and them.
Yeah.
If you're in the oil business, that's a good sponsor to have.
Okay.
The Palace and Todd Boswell. Concrete Solutions. These guys are great. If you need something done, concrete work, they're super good. And last but not least, and I know he never listens to this, is Mike Cure. He's got Bayou Caddy Fisheries in Bay St. Louis. And he also has the Pearl Hotel that they just opened up in Bay St. Louis, a little boutique hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the place to go. Take your honey. Go.
Maybe we need to have him on.
Yeah.
He needs to get on the show and talk about it then.
He's a great guy. He's a super, super guy. All these guys, if it wouldn't be for them, Nikki and all them, I mean, really and truthfully, we wouldn't be able to do this because without that, you can't put the thing on.
Absolutely.
You actually commented in the comment section here and said the Chris that you're looking for is Chris Hergenrotter. Am I saying
that's
that right?
it?
Hergenrotter?
That's right.
Okay, and he's fantastic. Also, Ronald Williams wants to know what time do the scales close each day? I don't think we said that.
7:00 on Saturday night, 6:00 on Sunday night, and the awards ceremony will be at 7:00 Sunday night.
There you go.
7:00 on Sunday. That's when all the money's going to be handed out.
And then Chance said, "Tell him a Cobia story." Just to put you on the spot real quick.
There's too many good Cobia stories to tell.
Okay.
But I will tell you the one. Years ago when Danny's tournament was 10 days, we fished it forever. And it didn't really matter about the weather.
And I hear this from and it was a gauntlet back in the day. You had to run it.
I mean, and we were not chummers. We were runners. And our ritual was we would trailer to Pascagoula, fill up at the Chevron station across from the highway, from the college, put over by Clark Seafood, make one throw with the cast net, have 2 million catfish. By the time we got them picked out, we'd be at the first Petty Boy rig, and we would make this big giant circle, and we would go to this place that nobody ever knew about except for Cookie Brew, Don Donahoe. Well, there people probably knew of it, but most people from Biloxi thought that if you went that far east, you were going to fall off the end of the world.
Yeah, it could happen.
265.
Oh, yeah.
Secret, unchartable water.
I've been there a couple of times, yeah.
So Dennis and I and Mikey C. Cool, God rest his soul, and I think Tim Reynolds was with us. And Mr. Kenny Green, we blow a motor. So we call Danny. Mr. Green's got a Lafitte skiff. Ask Danny while I get a powerhead flown into Biloxi Sales to get my guys to put it on, if we can use Mr. Green's Lafitte to fish the next day. Danny said, that's fine. If y'all all,
Right. So same crew. Yeah.
Same crew, same thing. And we're only going to do this one day because we can't sit still that long. We got to run. We go, we chum. We get there that afternoon. We chum all night long. I can't sleep on the boat. I'm taking these fish off, shark after shark after shark. Daylight comes real quick. I got everything cleaned up. I get the potatoes and the sausage out, and I'm starting to cook breakfast. Dennis gets up, and this pole goes, starts running. I said, grab that. It's another one of them freaking sharks. I'm not touching it. I'm cooking. He sets the hook on it. We gaff it. It's a 105.9. We think we're in the money.
Oh, we were talking about this story the other day on the show.
Heard, yeah. So y'all were, keep going with it.
We come to, but it's early, like
right.
7 o'clock in the morning. Well, the scales don't open until 3. We don't have a box big enough to put it in. We do have a cell phone. I got one of them bag phones. I call Jim Franks. We give him the measurements. He said it's 110 pounds. I can't remember what it was. I got the print of it on my wall at the house. We stop at Pat's. We weigh it at Pat's. He's got some kind of little hand scale. We weigh it. It weighs like 110.3 or some shit like that.
It's a stud.
We still don't have an ice chest big enough. We stuff it back in this Monarch chest we got, pack it full of ice on top of it. We wait until 3 o'clock. We weigh it. 105, 105.9, 105.6, whatever it is.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes later, old boy comes in. It's got a 106.2.
That doesn't
dog.
And there was a 101. There was 300-pound Kobe weight in that time.
They must have been hanging out.
That is unbelievable.
And they were all, and literally they were all off that bar at that same time.
Yeah.
Right. They were not far behind us or side of us, Then we ran for the rest of the week because we figured we'd had $20,000. We're in the
You catch a 105-pound Kobe, you think you got everything locked up.
Front load, first loser.
Holy moly.
Was it, were you pissed? Were you mad? Were you just like, come on now? What was it?
We were probably drunk.
Well, there
and then
there you go.
We went and did the same thing for however more days it was. And I think we won the tournament that year. I think over the years, Dennis and I, Tim, and Mr. Green, I think we won the big tournament maybe 3 or 4 times.
That's something to say in itself.
And then,
especially a 10-day tournament.
One day shootouts. I can't even count those. I mean, I don't know, but we won a lot of one-day shootouts too. But that's when we used to fish all the time.
Yeah,
that's a good story.
That's a Kobe story.
Glory days.
That was a good one. I'm glad.
You're always subject to the weather though. That's what gets you.
But we weren't subject to the weather because it didn't matter. That same weekend, we saw a Donahoe. No, that was the next year. We saw Donahoe at 265. He had a 15-foot Boston whaler called the Cork. That's where he went. And I looked at Dennis and I says, I think I saw something white over there. And we're standing in water in the Mako, just deep, continuously. Wave would come up, go down, wave would come back up. And it'd be Donahoe. And he was at 265 in that 15.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, ain't no way. Yeah, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
But anyways, that was all good times back then. We're all has-beens now.
Yeah, for sure.
She sent me a picture of the fish for y'all.
Oh, that's a stud. Nice. Who did that? Did Craig do that one?
No, he wasn't doing that at the time. Marty Wilson did that.
Marty did that one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What else do we have here in this comment? Did we mention FEB and Mitchell?
Yes,
did you mention them?
FEB,
okay.
I forgot Mitchell. I'm sorry. FEB, Mitchell's great, my Budweiser people.
Yeah.
FEB's a major sponsor.
I want to make sure we get that in there.
Yeah, so you'll be slinging cold beers, cold drinks down there, and then you got the food trucks.
Right. Got Matthew Mayfield, Tay's Barbecue. They're terrific.
Yeah. It sounds like a good time. So if you're not doing anything Saturday or Sunday, that's where it's going to be.
I'm trying to get the comments in. We had a few come through. Nathan, my cousin Nathan Zatanovich said that you won't ever go anymore. They try to invite you all the time.
That's right, because I'm working all the time.
Somebody's got to make this money, Nate.
Right. That's right, Nate. His man's got to pay the bills. So. Yeah. Mr. Kenny, man, we appreciate you stopping by, man. This was a good time. Joey said this was going to be a good one. He wasn't wrong. So he usually is wrong, but he wasn't today. Yeah. So.
Good deal. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And
we'll see
y'all
Saturday.
Hey, get out there this Saturday and check the tournament out. It's going to be a damn good time. Fishing, prize giveaways, money giveaways, and probably cold beer, I would assume, as well.
Absolutely.
And some live music. So
Saturday, Sunday.
That's it. There ain't nothing else to me that you need on a good weekend. So, All right, we'll see y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on the live. Thank you for watching on the replay, and thank y'all for listening on the audio. We'll see you on the next one, man. We got a lot of cool stuff.